We're going to do 3 things today. We're going to start cutting our ribbon and our papers and our mounting board, if you got the mounting board. Now, let me really quick address something. One of our wonderful readers, Monica, asked a question if you have to use the mounting board, or can you use some chipboard if you have chipboard on hand. That is fine. It doesn't have to be the mounting board. The reason why I like the mounting board is because it's cheap and because you can trim it down to whatever size you want. If you'd rather use chipboard, that's fine. Just make sure that you have 14 5x7 sheets of chipboard. And it really needs to be acid-free, archival quality. Anyway, so what you're going to do is take your ribbon, and I'm going to measure out 5 inches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm just going to trim it right about there. And you're going to do this 27 times. So you need 27 5-inch strips of ribbon. Okay, we're going to need to trim our pattern paper. And what we need is 27 3x5-inch blocks. So what I did is I just trimmed my paper into 3-inch strips and then cut it down into 5-inch blocks. You'll have a little left over, but that's okay. And make sure if you have a pattern on your paper that it's aligned vertically like this, so it would look fine going up and down rather than this way. You're going to also need 1 4x5-inch block of pattern paper and 1 5x7, 7x5, whatever you want to say. So 1 4x5, 1 7x5, and 27 3x5. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to cut our mounting board. What I've done is I've drawn out a template to show you how to get 8 5x7 sheets out of this 15x20 board. And what I did is just measured and, used my ruler and drew lines. I used a white gel pen so you can see better. And it doesn't matter because you're going to, this part is not going to show. It's going to be covered up. So I do not have a trimmer large enough to fit this in unless I cut it into smaller pieces. So what I've done, and there are easier ways to do this. You can ask in the framing department at Michael's or Hobby Lobby, your local art store, if they can cut it for you into 8 5x7 blocks. Or you can use a magnetic trimmer. That would work really well. What I don't have one, so what I did is I just took my ruler and my trusty old craft knife, and I just went down with the craft knife like this against the ruler. Okay, and what I did is I scored it first, and then I kind of bent it backwards a little bit so I could see where the mark was, and then I just kept going over it until it cut. Took a few swipes, but then it worked. Once I cut it into 3 chunks, then I can put it through my Fiskars rotary trimmer just fine, and it cut like butter, so no problem. So anyways, that's what you're going to want to do, or you can buy 14 5x7 sheets of cardstock. I'm sorry, not cardstock, chipboard. 14 5x7 sheets of chipboard.